First step with the hydrochroming is you need to lay down a base clear for the chrome to actually stick to. Now, I used to dye my visors and then base clear the inside and then chrome the inside and then clear it again to seal it. But this time I'm choosing a different approach. I went ahead and ordered these candies. All they are is just a candy concentrate. I got two different sorts and I mix them up to a really nice orange that you get for the visors, and then you chrome it and you get a gold finish. What this does is allows me to lay down the orange and the base coat in one step. Just a lot more quicker and easier process, saves dyeing the visors. So the clear I'm using is my own clear. I use this 2-pack speed clear coat as well as a hardener for it. Mainly because the clear coat that they provided me just doesn't spray right. I find my clear a lot more easier and smoother to spray. So before I went ahead and paint these, I completely used detergent water, cleaned them, dried them, so there's pretty much no dust, no specks on it, and yeah. So now I'm just going to clear coat them, as you'll see here. What you really want is you want to lay down a nice wet coat, not so much that it's running, but enough that it's smoothing itself. And to stop, yeah, you got to get a feel for it, how thick you can layer it. Too thin and you'll end up getting like an orange peel effect on it, but too thick and it'll start running. So this is a new way for me to dye my visors. Chrome my visors. Next step will be to put the chrome on the inside, but first I'm going to put these away for drying for about 24 to 48 hours. Make sure they're fully cured before I put the chrome on. So this is a clear coat I use. It's a 2-pack speed clear coat. It dries within about 4 hours, so I give the visors probably 24 hours before I chrome it. This is the orange that I'm going for, and to get this orange I add 100 to every 100 ml of clear coat I add 20 ml of Candy Pagan Gold and 2.5 ml of Tangerine. Now these both are House of Colour paints. Let me just make sure my camera's picking up on them. But these are both House of Colour paints. They're really good. Just started using them for a whole bunch of stuff. But might not be able to pick up on camera here, but this is too much of the tangerine. I'll just flip the camera around. This is with too much of the tangerine. Now, it looks really good on camera here, but in person it's much more of a darker, more of like a red colour, so it's not really the look that I'm going for. So I really want to go for like a nice gold sort of colour, so that's why I come up with this mixture. You can see these are both hydrochromed and everything, so yes, so it really depends on what effect you want. I like more of a gold colour, so I spray to this. Of course, with more layers that you put on top of it, if I were to add another layer or 2 layers on top of this, it'll end up a real dark colour, which you'll probably end up turning out like this. So this is the hydrochroming coating package. What's included is everything you need for it. You got the top coat, silver seal, the activator, A, B mix, C mix, and the base coats. Now, since I don't use their base coats, I take that out, and since I also don't use their top coat, I seal it with my own clear. I don't end up using those products. So what's left is just these three that I use. Now, for every 5 ml of concentrate is 100 ml of deionized water, and the activator has to be pre-made a day before to let it age, and it's the same thing. 5 ml of this to 100 ml of deionized water. So just put them aside. Okay. So what I've got here, I've got my visor, and I made like a little jig for it to sit on, so when I spray onto it doesn't fall down. Also I've got a little bucket here to catch all the water. This is my A and B mix, and this is my C mixture, and you spray it both together, it gives you the chrome. This is the activator one that I made day before, and this is just deionized water. I put it in the pump sprayer because it's a lot more easier to clean down the visor, the chemicals, with this rather than you know what I mean, eh? Yeah. So this is a test visor. It did come out a little bit darker because I did it darker than what I should have. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray it for you. Let me get that in frame, eh? So first up is the activator. So you just want a nice coat on it. Also do a little bit around the edges. Just like that, give it a nice coat. And deionized water rinse. Now with this, you want to rinse it real good, get every last bit of the activator off. Next up is the silver spray. So make sure both sprays are working good. And both at the same time. Nice and chrome, as you can see. So I'm going to go a little bit more on the top here. Just a little bit. Deionized water rinse. Make sure to get all remnants of the stuff off. And then we're going to hit it with the silver seal. Seal. And I just like to give it a little bit, give it a shade a little bit off, and then give it another rinse. you've done the rinse, what you're going to do is you're going to blow dry it dry. So I've got my little air compressor just off camera there. So I'm just going to go ahead and blow dry it. But you're not getting So it's basically the same step for every visor. Nothing really changes. You've seen heaps of videos on this. It's a very simple and easy sort of setup if you just want to chrome. It just costs a little bit more money than what you would if you were to use Alclad or something cheaper, but if you want decent hydrochroming results, then that's how to do it. So a good example of not washing it completely off when you use the activator is, I'll show you in a sec, there's a little few spots at the top where the activator is still on the visor. I'll just blow dry because it's hard to see with the bubbles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to autofocus for this. You see those dots, those circle bits there? That's where the activator basically stayed on, wasn't fully washed off. It's enough that when you see it in direct sunlight, you'll see it like that. Hard to pin out. There you go. But yeah. Oh, sunlight, they tend to be there. Apart from that, that was a good pull. And you can see when you lay down the initial clear coat, if it goes on smooth, you get a nice mirror. You can see a little dust particle there, there, very tiny. And the view from the inside, this one came out a little bit darker than expected. It's also the camera, turn that up a little bit so you can actually see what it looks like. It's picking up the reflection of the camera. But yeah, you can see that yeah, outside everything. So yeah, another one down. Okay, so I'm using my Fast Clear again. This is a dummy visor. This is not the actual visors. This one didn't work out well because the chrome ended up peeling off the water. Which was bad because this was a good pull. So yeah, I'll be testing on this one first. The main thing is just to get the clear coat on the inside. So I'm using my 2-pack high gloss Fast Clear. So once again, spraying probably about just above 60 psi. sprayed. There we are. Got a visor. I'll wait for the 2-pack chrome to dry on the inside, and then yeah, cut it out. Ready. So this is the difference between their top coat and my clear that I put on top of it. So their top coat, as you can see, you've got pretty much that stuff, and for some reason it does that. I have no clue why. I've tried hundreds, literally hundreds of visors, and they all come out like that. But using my clear, I don't get that. Focus about there. But yeah, with my clear, I don't get that. Pretty much. Yeah, try to focus in a bit more here. But you can see it's very chrome, so it's not bad for a little DIY home kit. Yeah, I'd say it's very good to use if you're making visors for your own helmets. If you're doing one-off items, there are smaller coating packages available, but yeah, since I do lots of my visors, and probably let's say if I do 10 visors, maybe 3 of them will be I'll chalk out as bad, either due to some impurities in the visor, or it's just left that haze or whatever, or I'm not happy with it. The main goal is to try and get it nice and thin enough that you can see through it very easy and clearly, as well as maintaining that reflective chrome. So yeah, this is how I dye my visors. Well, not dye, this is how I chrome my visors now. And so this is how I chrome my visors. So be sure to like the video and let me know on what else you'd like to see, because I'm pretty sure this covers the hydrochroming visors once and for all, I hope. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.